Why do some animals eat their babies? Ah, look at this mama polar bear with her adorable little cubs. So fluffy, so loving, so chomp. Wait, what just happened? Did she just eat one of her own cubs? Yeah, that did just happen. And before you start thinking she's the worst mom ever, guess what? She's not alone. Many animals, pigs, birds, insects, snakes, and some fish sometimes eat their own babies. Sounds horrible, right? I mean, making babies is kind of the whole point of life. Why waste all that effort just to turn them into a snack? Well, turns out nature is complicated, and while this seems like the ultimate bad parenting move, there are some pretty logical and weirdly smart reasons for this. Reason number 1, the Arctic is brutal. Let's start with our polar bear mom. She's not doing this for fun. She's starving. In the Arctic, food can be ridiculously hard to find, and hunting isn't always successful. If a mother bear has cubs but doesn't have enough fat stored up, she might have to make a horrible survival choice. Eat the weakest cub so she can stay strong enough to take care of the others. It's brutal. But in the wild, it's better to save one cub than lose them all. And this isn't just polar bears. Other animals do this too. Some rabbits, birds, and even primates have been seen eating their weak or sick babies to make sure the rest of the litter survives. Reason number 2, the if I can't have them, no one can rule. Now, meet the long-tailed sun skink. She lays eggs, but if predators keep trying to steal them, she does something super unexpected. She eats them herself. Okay, sounds crazy, but hear me out. If her eggs are definitely about to get eaten, she's like, well, if someone's eating my babies, it's gonna be me. By doing this, she recycles the nutrients and gets her strength back so she can lay more eggs later. Hopefully in a safer spot. Reason number 3, slow babies hold up the show. Let's talk about the sand goby. This little fish is a surprisingly dedicated dad. He fertilizes the eggs, protects them, and makes sure they hatch safely. But there's a catch. He can't mate again until all his eggs hatch. And if some eggs are taking too long, well, he just eats the slow ones so he can move on to making new babies. Yeah. In the fish world, if you're not hatching fast enough, you become lunch. Reason number 4, crowded house, fewer survivors. Now imagine you're a rodent mom. You just had a huge litter, like way more babies than you can actually feed. You're already low on energy, and food is scarce. So, what do? You reduce the competition by, removing a few mouths to feed. Studies show that mice and rats adjust their litter size depending on food availability. If there's plenty of food, they raise all their babies. But if food is scarce, they eat a few to give the rest a better chance. Again, super harsh, but in nature, it's all about survival of the fittest. So yeah, while this seems super messed up to us, eating their babies actually helps these animals survive and make more babies in the long run. It's kind of like nature's toughest parenting strategy, but with extra crunch. And with that, I'm gonna go appreciate my parents for not eating me.